we shall begin. Welcome, my name is Miles. I'll be your instructor for Stats XL13 Statistics, Introductory Statistics for the Life Sciences is the official title of this class. From tonight's lecture, the most important thing you need is our class web address, okay? So I'll give you guys a moment to write that down. And then we'll talk about class policies and things of that nature. I'm just curious, not that this is a problem, what is that?
We're captioners.
Okay.
So we're here for this ceremony. You just come in your class and
Okay.
give us information.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, all right. I was just curious.
Of course, I should introduce myself.
No problem, no problem. Okay, so here we are. Okay, do you guys all get this down? Let's hope the internet works. Okay. So this is the class website that you will see, and you will pick XL13. So I teach two classes. There's XL10 and there's XL13. So actually, maybe at this moment, let me just talk about the other class that I teach, XL10. That one is, it's another introductory statistics class, but it's more, it's a little bit more gentle, more slow, a little easier, okay? Just to give you an idea of the students in that class, most of the students in that class attend a junior college and are looking to transfer to a four-year university, whereas most of the students in this class already have their bachelor's degree and are applying to a graduate program and need to take this class to fulfill a statistics requirement. Okay, if that sounds like you, you're probably in the right class. If you're in a community college program looking to transfer at a four-year university, maybe I'll just ask what kind of math background that you have. You don't need to have taken calculus for this class, but having taken calculus certainly indicates maybe a stronger math background that will help, definitely help. You really only need to have gotten through college algebra and done well in that class for this class, but having more math and being more comfortable around numbers will certainly be beneficial. Okay, but that said, even if you're not really a math person, we'll probably get through this okay. All right. Okay. But if you're not sure about the class, you can come talk to me, and we'll try to get you on the right class. All right, so this page will serve as our course syllabus, okay? So this is kind of where I post my course policies and such. If you need a printed version of the course syllabus, I can give you a PDF if your graduate programs require syllabi of classes you've taken. That's also possible. But rather than waste paper, we're just going to look at this online. Okay, so anyway, that's me. You guys can call me Miles. My other class, I have them call me Mr. Chen. But I feel like more comfortable. You guys can call me Miles. Okay, so you found the classroom. Okay, we're right here, 6:30 to 9:30. We'll meet on Thursdays. And I have office hours prior to this class from 5 to 6. Okay, and that's in the Math Sciences building, room 8105J. I don't have easy instructions to get to this office, so my best piece of advice would just say go to Google, type in UCLA Math, and then you can search for the Math Sciences building and figure out how to get there. any students with disabilities and you need some kind of accommodations or anything of that nature, you can contact the Disabled Student Services at this phone number or this email address. Okay, so if there's anyone, dyslexia or anything like that, any disability, you can contact them. They'll ask you some questions, maybe ask for documentation, and they will determine the appropriate accommodations for you. You don't have to tell me. You can tell me if you want, but I can't make any kind of qualified decisions regarding things of that nature. So these are the people you need to contact. All right, these are two important dates regarding this class. The midterm exam and final exam are scheduled on those dates. So just make sure you are available to come to class. Okay, if you can't attend class these days, I would encourage you to take the class at another quarter. Okay, don't schedule vacation or trips or anything during this time. Okay, I'll tell you. You knew that the midterm and final were on these dates from the first day of class, so I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay. Then we also have 4 quiz dates. Okay, I'm a little bit more flexible regarding the quizzes. But they're on those days, they are given at the beginning of class, and they're about half an hour in length. So we'll start around 6:30, 6:35, and then you'll have half an hour to take the quiz. If you arrive late, you won't get extra time. If everyone else is ending the quiz at 7:05 and you get here at 6:50, you'll have 15 minutes to finish the quiz. Okay. We live in LA, and sometimes there's a lot of traffic, and sometimes there's accidents and things of that nature. So just plan ahead. Make sure you give yourself enough time to get to class. Okay. I'm also going to create. I've already created a Facebook page. I had one student who tried to join the Facebook group already, but that was for the previous quarter, so I don't remember who. But anyway, okay. This is the group you want to join. And if you have questions from the homework or questions regarding the class or anything, I would encourage you to post your questions to the Facebook group, and that way the question and answer exchange, so I'll answer them or other students can answer. That will benefit everybody in the group. Whereas if you were to send me an email and I respond, then only you will see that answer. And maybe there's probably other students who have the same question. Okay? If you don't have Facebook, you don't have to create an account to join. Okay, this is optional, but I encourage you. All right. Oh, I forgot the alternative text, just the supplement. Okay, this is the textbook that we will be using for this class. You need to have a copy of this. Okay, you can get it anywhere you want. They have it at the UCLA bookstore. They have it at other bookstores and online as well. I provide a link to Amazon, and you can buy it used or new. You just need the book. You do not need Solutions Manual. You do not need the CD. You don't need anything else. You just need the textbook. Okay. So sometimes they sell shrink-wrapped packages full of extra stuff. Not necessary. This is an optional text. It's more like a booklet. Okay. It's an optional book called "What is a P-Value Anyway?" and it's kind of expensive for what it is because it's a pretty thin book. All right, but that's just the nature of the textbook industry, I guess. It's published by the same company that makes your regular textbook. They just overcharge for everything, but it is a good text. Okay, it's there's not a lot of problems or anything like that. It's kind of this guy who's he's actually a medical doctor, and he talks about the usage of statistics in the medical field, and he just kind of expands on some of the topics that we cover in class, okay? And I found it to be quite good, but you know, that's up to you. It's not required, but I found it to be insightful. All right, you need a calculator for this class. Any calculator is technically okay. I strongly encourage at least a scientific calculator, or if you have a graphing calculator already, that's plenty. You don't need to go out and buy one. But you can buy this calculator for about 15, 16 bucks online. Definitely worth the investment if you don't already have a calculator, okay? You're not allowed to use cell phones or iPads or things like that as your calculator. I know the iPads, you can get nice apps, but I can't tell the difference between you using the calculator app versus you messaging someone or searching online during a test or something like that. So I can't allow that. You know, these guys, you can't connect to the internet with it, so they're allowed. But so anyway, something like that. Okay, we'll talk about the exams as they approach. But there's midterm that's about an hour and a half, and the final exam is 2 hours and 45 minutes. And we have homework. Okay, I'll talk about that in a bit here. We have quizzes. Okay. Anyway, during this week, just read up on my policies regarding makeups and homework and things like that. Okay, grading will be 15% homework and labs, 20% quizzes, 30% the midterm exam, 35% final. Okay, so about 65% comes from those two major exams, and then the rest will come from the quizzes and the homework assignments. And this is grading scale standard. Okay, I don't have separate extra credit assignments, but every quiz you take and every exam you take, you can get over 100%. So that's how that will go. All right, and then and this is the schedule of topics that we will cover. Not completely necessary for you to know this, but we'll pretty much get through almost the entire book. Okay, and we've got 12 weeks. We'll get through almost the entire book. I'm going to skip a few sections, but we cover quite a bit. So, you know, I can get a little sentimental. When I took this class as an undergraduate student, not literally this class, but my introductory statistics course in undergrad, it changed my life. Okay, I was studying engineering, and then I took statistics, fell in love with the subject, and here I am teaching statistics and pursuing my graduate degree in statistics as well. So, so maybe it will or will not change your life, but I hope I can at least give you guys an appreciation for the subject. Okay, so so I really like this class because we get to cover a lot more. The other class, we cover less. It's a little bit more gentle, but I like this class just because of the breadth of topics we get to cover. Let me take a look at our first homework assignment. Okay. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, I am video recording our lecture, and barring any technical difficulties, and sometimes they do happen, I will post them online on this page that says lecture videos. Okay. I actually have the videos from last quarter, so if something goes bad with the camera this quarter, you can probably look up the corresponding lecture from last quarter, get an idea, okay? Or if you're like extra, want to get ahead, there's no point in trying to get ahead by watching lectures. I mean, you do whatever you want with your time, but you don't have to do that. Okay. So let me talk about the homework. So our homework you're gonna read read some sections, and then at the end of each section there's a few questions, okay? And I tell you to do these problems. What I don't do is I'm doing things a little different. I'm not going to be collecting the homework problems, okay? Do the homework problems and keep them organized in your notebook, okay? But in the past, when I collected problems, students asked me to, they said they wanted to study off of their homework for tests and quizzes, and I understood that, so beginning last quarter, and I'm going to continue it, is instead of completing the homework, you're just going to fill out a piece of paper that says, I did the homework assignment, okay? And that's what's called the homework completion page, alright? And you just click the main page for homework, and you download the homework completion page. And what you will turn in each week is you're going to print this out, okay, put your name on it, and say this is homework assignment 1, covering chapters 1 and 2, and you're going to just initial and say, I did all the problems, and I'll keep the assignment safe, and I understood what was covered in the homework. Okay, so you're going to be turning these in instead of the actual homework assignments, or instead of the actual problems, and I will record these in my grade book. I recognize there is potential for abuse here, okay? Because you could turn in this paper without having done the homework assignment, and I won't know the difference. Okay, I'm just trusting that you guys are going to be honest, okay? And really, the homework assignments, they are here for your benefit, okay? If you just sit here and lecture, once a week for 3 hours, and you just listen to me talk, you're probably not going to learn as much that way. Okay? When you actually do the homework problems yourself, that's probably when you're going to learn things. So the homework is there to benefit you. Okay? So anyway, sign this stuff. You're going to turn that in. Is that okay? Are there any questions on this? Alright, and so homework 1, it says, okay, read these sections. Occasionally I'll have videos for you to watch, okay, and so this week I have a few introductory videos. These ones here are produced by the author who wrote What is a P-Value Anyway, okay? And this is the video I made on the standard deviation. After you complete the homework exercises, I also want you to go through and check your answers to the homework exercises, okay? So sometimes I post text answers, sometimes I make video answers, okay? So do the homework, and it's your responsibility to make sure you've done the homework correctly. I provide the answers here for you, okay? These are here to help you. Again, don't let these hinder you, and what I mean by that is, if you get stuck on a problem, don't just jump to the answer. Try to work out the problem on your own, and then you can check the answer and make sure you did it right. Is that okay? Questions? Good? Okay. Okay, and I'm sorry, you just came in, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but this is the class website.
Oh.
So you just make sure you have that written down somewhere, okay? Or you can get it from another student. Yes?
Is the homework completion page the same page for all the homeworks?
Yeah, every week you're just going to print out the same page, and you're just going to say homework assignment 2, homework assignment 3, and you're just going to sign off, okay? I do have a few lab assignments that you will do, and so those you will actually print out and complete and turn those in, and I will collect the actual lab assignment. And we'll talk about that or later on as the course goes on. Yes.
Oh,
won't collect the actual homework problems that you've done, okay? In my other class, I perform audits just because I don't quite trust them as much as you guys. Generally, historically, I haven't had too much of an issue with students in this class, okay? But in that class, I've had some problems, and so I can treat you guys like adults. I have to treat them like, I guess young adults. All right. As people who are maybe a little bit less responsible, I guess. Well, anyway, all right. So get that written down. Okay, and let me just make sure I covered everything. Is there anything I've left not covered? Been covered? That you have questions about? Oh, I'm sorry. This week, I need to get your email address from you guys. Okay, I know you've given that to UCLA Extension already, but because of their privacy policy, they're not allowed to give them to me. So I do send emails to you guys maybe 3 times this quarter. You'll probably get 3 emails from me, and I do need your email address from you. Okay, and so on the homework page, there's this link right here that says form. You're going to click that. You're going to enter your name and email. And that's that. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but oh well. If I think of it, I'll say it.